So would you say Trap and Designer was the big break?
I feel like it was the explosion. You know how like, I don't mean to be like, you know how say man, you get the, I don't know, it was like the climax of what was going on right then, because it was other songs. I think the song that kind of led to Trap and Designer being big was a song called Last Night. Last night I just fucked me too busy. They were playing, that's the song that kind of caught it first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what dropped when the album came out, the Light Work One. And once the album came out, everybody started gravitating toward Trap and Design, and that kind of started being our formula. You used to just watch the analytics on what works, what people gravitating towards. You know, everybody liking this song, and that's what we're gonna push as a single. And he kind of shot a couple more videos before then, but he released Trap and Designer video, and after that, niggas. Shh.
As far as being a manager, like, what is the job of a manager? Because when you look at a lot of managers, it's kind of like they take on the role and responsibility of a parent to the artist.
Nah.
So
that's momagers and shit like that. There's kids as they motherfucking managers and shit like that. They manage their kids and shit. That's when you know what I'm saying. As a manager, it's not no goddamn artist, parent, family. You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, it's the artist's job to really be invested into himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because goddamn, this is your career. You the one gonna benefit the most from this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, goddamn, you know, you gotta have some skin in the game on this shit, because if not, you can just throw the shit away real quick. And me as a manager, can't be investing, man. You can't be people's daddy, man. I wasn't Yella's daddy. That nigga came on with this shit, man. You know, I was kind of like, met me halfway with the shit, and we can really make the shit jump, man. So, you know, he gave me something to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't just me just taking him and molding him, and everything was me doing it, and then I got to do all the work too. Nah, he met me halfway with it, man. And a lot of these artists feel like, damn, I rap, I go hard as fuck, but that's all you got is a bunch of music on your computer. What else you gonna do with it? Damn, what your Spotify numbers looking like, man? How many subscribers you got on YouTube, man? You know what I'm saying? What are strategic ways you use to promote your music online? You know what I'm saying? How many listeners on Spotify? Monthly listeners do you have?
Right.
What are your plans on increasing those? Do you have constant content? You know what I'm saying? Do you got a lot of videos? Do you got any videos? You know what I'm saying? How often do you shoot the videos to all these songs you got? Because visuals are the main thing, and they're just important as the music. So that's part of your artistry, on how people visualize your music. So that's up to you too, man. And give me all that shit, and then I can figure out ways to get this shit out and get some eyes on this shit. As you got eyes on it too. So in a whole lot of ways, I'm enhancing what you're doing, fam. And we're gonna take it to the top that way, instead of just me doing everything.
So a manager's job is really to enhance what the artist already has, not to put together the artist's campaign.
No, come on, man. That's artist development.
Right.
That shit was going on in the '60s with Supreme and Temptations and shit. It went on a little bit more after that, but
right.
You know that shit costs a lot of money, fam. And then it's a dud. You might not make it, or you might not be what we were fucking with. You know what I'm saying? The people, we invested all this money into you, and this shit might not just jump. So now the climate of the game is labels are not just signing motherfuckers that are just talented. They just might believe it. Nah, they signing shit that's I can see it doing good locally. I see it doing good regionally. Now I can take it national and worldwide.
Okay, for sure. So like, how much money would you say it costs to invest into a song to get that song where it needs to be?
It's man, just coming that bitch with some cash, dog. Cause it's not no given amount. You gotta get on. You gotta work with playlisting. You gotta get some market. If you start from the ground up, man, shit, you got, you know. It depends on how you want to do it, bro. Cause if you talking about being a trap rapper, you gotta have a look. You gotta have a certain shit. If you talking about being a Juice WRLD type rapper, okay, then. If you talking about being a lyrical rapper, you might have a different approach. It might not be the same shit, bro. So it's not no certain amount. But you know, you best to come with something and ready to spend something on this shit, because it's gonna cost more than just your good ass lyrics.
So the song comes out. Like, how does y'all's life change once it starts to pick up?
One thing, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say niggas with no big ballers or nothing. I ain't especially speaking on myself, but we was already doing fairly well for ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but when this shit came, you know what I'm saying, it was just a product of the grind that we've been doing for so long. You know, at the time, I had like smoke shop, like like a lounge next door to it, and like tax office next to that. We had it's all in the same shopping center, so you know I had businesses at the time, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and Yella was doing fairly well as himself. You know what I'm saying, for himself at the time too. We was actually just being able to, you know, invest into his shit at the time. So when it actually hit the big break, you know, it was cool. It was like shit kind of smooth all the way the fuck over. Nigga didn't have to do no bullshit at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a life changing event of it, man. We was able to clean off the mud off our shoes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga didn't have to partake in none of the bullshit no more.
Right. That part.
That was a life changing event.
Okay, so now around that same time, I guess there was some controversy with Half Pint having the, because he spoke on this in, I believe, Real Life Street Stars, but he had the video on his channel, so the video or the song never really went platinum how it should have. Yeah, and Yella was trying to get it taken down.
Platinum, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But like I like to explain to a lot of artists, because I do an artist profile consultation. People come sit in my office, and I really break down shit to them as far as the basics on how to really monetize off your music. A lot of people think they know this shit, but they really don't. And a lot of the mistakes that people make is they want to put, they feel like the videographer or the person who likes someone like a World Star or Half Pint or people of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Not to discredit them or anything, because they got excellent platforms where they let them publish the video and put it out. And whoever published the video, meaning whoever uploads it first, when it's encrypted inside of you, like, I don't know, 130 million views right now. And as far as, you know, certified by the stats, that's on me, the original is gold. You know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be platinum, technically. But those streams from those 130 million views from Half Pint Family Channel isn't counting towards Yella's status as far as sales and streams to put him in platinum status. So they hurt like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, can't cry with spilled milk, man. It'll be there in a minute. It'll be platinum in a couple of seconds, man. Just give it a minute. So right now it's gold, and the remix is gold, and back at it again is gold. So there's three gold records for Yella Beezy.
How many, I guess, streams does it take for a song to go gold? Like, I don't think people understand how big that is. I can break it down, man. I'm gonna have to go Google it all the way down and show you, man. But don't get me quoting shit on here. But it's a certain amount of streams, and I think it get it to the billions. So yeah,
it's not that high millions or some shit like that.
Yeah. So and this is just me asking, but how much money y'all think y'all lost by not having y'all's own platform at the time?
It's just floating out there, man. Just add it up, man. Anywhere between, let's say this, man, per million views. Got to break it down per million views on per million streams on what equal it out. So if you break down the per million, how many? You can Google that. How many? It give people some homework right here instead of me just giving you the answer. Google how many streams does it take that you get paid for a million streams, and then do that times 130 million. 130 times however many times a million, bro. You get that number right there.